We just found out there are new equipments coming to the game.
Show me, show me, show me! Hi everyone,
Ladus here.
and
So, we just watched a video together, the update patch note 1.0.51, Halloween Trick or Treat.
Yep,
So, looking forward to it, Em?
I am.
Yep. So, the first thing we want to talk about is that there's a big item that they displayed in the video that they didn't talk about, and that's one of the main reasons we thought we'd do the video. But before doing that, we'll go through all the other little things that we noticed. Yeah. Okay, so the first important thing they talked about in the video was the city skin.
Yeah, and it looks beautiful. It's so colorful. And see, it has those little wings at the top and like a blueberry.
And it got all the little witch hats.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I like that colorful skin, but it's 10%. Oh, sorry, not 10. 5%. 5% cav defense. So that's pretty decent, I would say.
Yeah, especially for calves.
Yeah. So now, how do we get that skin? We have to go through these things under pumpkin party. So map collection, city collection, defeating barbarians, all easy stuff.
Pumpkin party. Pa, pa, pa.
So if we do that, then we get to spend the pumpkins on this event, which is Night of the Pumpkins. Now this is one of the usual ones that we get that is very good. So
you mean Halloween candy?
Yeah, so you get the candies. Actually, you don't get the candies from there, right? You get the candies from this thing.
Yeah, and if you do those things, you can get them in the mail.
Ah, okay. So something to do with candies, something to do with pumpkin. Basically, you have to make the little pumpkin bigger, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you do that and unlock the second tier with 7,000 gems, then you have a chance of getting, I think, 35 gold heads.
Yeah, you do.
Now, there's also an option to unlock an extra tier of rewards. From memory, I don't think that had gold heads, but it does have some decent rewards. So if you're a spender, you can do it. If you're not, free to play, definitely should still use the 7k unlock for the second tier, because you get a lot of gold heads, and the 7k gems, you actually get it back, right?
Yeah.
So see how there's all these options where you get some of the 7k gems back?
You do.
Technically, you're just depositing the 7k, which you can withdraw along with the interest, which is the gold heads. That's one way to look at it.
And you're getting more because, the gems are actually more than 7,000.
You probably get just 7,000 gems, but I think you get all these other things for free in a way. So that's pretty good. Now, one other thing they mentioned on this video is, I don't think it's on the screen here, but we got Ceroli Assault. Do you remember which one is that, ma'am?
Yeah, that's when 12 people instead of 5 people do Ceroli together.
So that's an easy one. Nice rewards. And they also mentioned there's going to be race against time. That's the one where you hunt barbarians with 5 marches, 5 cavalry marches, and try to kill them as many as possible, as fast as possible, right? Yeah, looking forward to that. That's an event we'll do together, right, Em? Yeah. Now, what else? Did we miss anything on the pictures that we just went through? No, I don't think so. So let's have a look at what else changed. So they will have a screen now where under change of civilization, where you go to change civilization, you can get more details about the special units and their bonuses and so on. To be honest, you don't necessarily change civilization based on the special units. You rather do it for the buffs that you can see on the bottom of the screen. So whichever civilization has the better buffs for your playing style, you go for that. So this is more to, something good to look at, I guess. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Now, this is the big item that we wanted to talk about.
Yep.
So from the patch notes, we already knew that there's going to be a refine option under the blacksmith, is it? Yeah, under the blacksmith itself. So we kind of knew that, and that's not that big. That's just, good to have. But the big thing is, look at all these items that we have never seen before.
I know.
So
what are those?
There's a chance that they may be part of a set as well. Do you think?
Yeah.
It can be part of a set. It does look like um, an archer's item, the one that we're looking at. So that's a leg piece. We can see the arm piece and or gloves, and we can see the chest. So it possibly could be a set, but set or not, archer defense 6.5. That looks amazing.
I know.
So we just finished doing an archer set just a few days ago, and now it looks like we have to start saving up materials and everything again.
I know.
Now, speaking of equipment and so on, they did mention that they're making few changes in Holy Knight's Treasure, which people call the egg event as well.
Yep.
So I don't know whether this is what they're gonna do, but this is how I understood it. They're actually talking about us being able to switch some of the drops. So they said they're gonna improve it. So you know how you have the main item, but aside from the main item, you have all these side items as well that you get.
Yeah, if you don't get the main item.
Yeah. So I think what they're trying to say is you could be able to change the side items.
Yeah.
So not 100% sure, but we'll check it out. Now, this is the only gem spending event for equipment where I think we do spend quite a bit of gems, and that's because it had good rewards. So if they actually made it even better, great. But
know.
then if they change something somehow where the drop rate of material is worse, then obviously we're not gonna spend as much on this anymore.
Yep.
Now, they did talk about Hunt for History, and what they mentioned for Hunt for History is the equipment, the equipment blueprints that we can get. Previously, we had a limited choice, so every KD would go through certain cycles, and it wasn't the same cycle for everyone. But then over time, every KD will have access to everything over time. But now, what they're saying is they will increase the variety of items available for the gold floor or the fifth floor or something, and that's when you can play the event for more items. So last time when we had Hunt for History, I actually didn't play it because I had all the items, but now they're saying they're going to include more, so everyone has more of a chance to play.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Now the next thing, Ceroli Crisis. So I think what they're talking about here was just changing the background map, not just for where you get to play the bosses, but maybe the background screen or the map where you play them is slightly different as well. But reward wise, they're saying it's pretty much the same. So nothing to be too excited about. It's just better graphics.
Yeah.
Now, Olympia. So there were lots and lots of bullet points in the patch note. We'll talk about the important ones that felt good to us. The first one was sometimes when you match up with randoms, you know how they're just standing there and not moving.
Yeah.
So they're going to have some sort of a penalty for inactive players. So as you play more and progress the ranks, and we will talk about ranks soon, you will have less of these players where they don't participate, they just stand there. So there will be some sort of a penalty, which means looking through other similar games where that penalty kind of exists, they won't be able to join matches as frequently. So the frequency of having these players will be less.
Oh,
And
that's good.
So the gameplay will probably increase. Now the other big thing they talked about is the tiered rewards. So what they're saying is there will be 7 ranks, I think. Yep. So these are the 7 ranks. So there will be 7 ranks within Champions of Olympia based on how many wins you get and so on. Now, the higher the rank you get to by getting more wins, the less likely that you'll have those randoms that doesn't participate in the match because of the penalty system. Now the second thing is sometimes people say that they win all the time, too easy for them, but in this case, as if you win more, you will be placed at a higher rank or higher league or higher tier, and then your matchmaking will be more interesting for you. And some people say that they lose all the time and they don't want to play anymore. So in those cases, we will be playing in the lower ranks where I think the gameplay will be more evenly matched with who you're playing, as in there will be a little newish as well.
Yeah.
So I think you and I are gonna spend a lot of time in the first couple ranks.
Yep.
When I say first couple ranks, I don't mean champion and above. I actually mean the starting ones.
Yeah. Enduring stone, fearless iron.
Yeah, so when you grow up, maybe we can progress up through the ranks. Now, the other thing that we wanted to talk about is activity points. So they did mention that win or lose, you will earn activity points. So previously, you needed wins to get the two gold heads or three gold. Actually, two gold heads. Yeah, we used to get two gold heads. So you needed to get 4 wins to get the 2 gold heads, and now they're saying is win or lose based on activity points, which means the number of matches you played, you will be able to get gold heads. Now the exact details they didn't discuss yet. So that means we may be able to play, say, 4 or 5 or 6 games, and even if we lose all of them, we still get the gold heads. And now with the tiered system, it's less likely that you play 6 games and you're going to lose all 6, because the opponent will be matched based on your skill, not just based on, I think, the commanders or power or anything like that.
Yeah. Do you have any idea how to get activity points?
I think as long as you play a full match, you would get activity points.
Oh.
As long as you're participating, not being idle, something along those lines. But we'll figure it out soon enough. I think in a couple of weeks' time when it goes live, we can see that. Now, the other thing we wanted to show here was the tiered rewards. So we did look at 7 tiers. So it does look like the rewards for the higher tiers comes in the form of gems and speed up and gold keys. So very decent rewards. And if you have the time, if you like the game mode, you want to grind, you can go higher levels. So playing Olympia now is going to be more meaningful than before.
Yeah.
Not that you and I can do that as much, because it's not an easy game mode for a 7-year-old, but we'll still try. Now, other sort of events that they displayed there. So we are going to have one of those events where you get a decoration for a decoration, and you do get some good things here. You get the training boosters 20,000.
Yeah,
and the civilization change. Oh, talent reset, that's pretty good as well.
Talent
Okay,
reset.
so now I'm interested in this. So what happens with this is you have to do within a 7-day period. I think you had to do certain amount of barbarians, certain amount of training, barbarian forts, all sorts of things that you would usually do anyways.
Yeah,
so you do all of them. Yeah,
so they just come like naturally.
things that you would normally do anyways, and maybe you need to do a little extra, and you're not necessarily working towards the decoration, but the decoration is nice because with the decorations you do get achievement points, I think. Yeah. Okay, what else did they say? So they are going to have that investigation thing where you collect little map scraps, and you put them together
to make a treasure map,
and then you go for a hunt. Yeah.
And I want to tell you something. If there's fog, it's just a little trick that I learned. So if you have fog, you don't have to clear the fog. It makes actually a dent in the fog.
So you're better off if you face this event where you're in Hericantham KVK, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good to know. Well, so for doing that investigation scouting thing, what you get is nothing. This is all the rewards you can get, so it's nothing special. But then if you have the time, or if you're like Em and enjoy doing this, then why not?
I love doing that.
Okay, so that's that for the update, and we will be looking forward to it coming in.
Yeah.
All right, bye from Ladis.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification button so that you never miss a video.